So now we'll start our group clearing session on living on the narcissism spectrum. Um, I hope you made some notes, or at least mental notes, of qualities of personality that might be exaggerated in you and might be in some way interfering with your happiness and well-being. So we'll just settle in. Some people find it nice to just feel the support you're getting from the chair or however you're sitting or lying. Just feel that support. And you might want to take a couple of slow, deep breaths. And now you can say to yourself, something inside me feels, and then put in one or two, or three if you must, qualities of personality that maybe are a bit accentuated. And we can just say hello to our quality or qualities. Let it know that we're here with them with curiosity and without judgment. We're just accepting that they're there inside us. And sometimes that something acts like it doesn't want to be known, doesn't want to be seen, because it's so vulnerable to criticism, judgment, scorn, lack of praise and adoration. And I'm picking up that for some, there is another part that is very critical of our first part, the part that represents the exaggeration of some personality characteristic. And so we have to recognize that other part, that critical part too. We may find that that critical part has its own self-righteousness, thinks it's the good part, that it's right, and that its job is being critical, not letting that first part mess us up. And one or both of these parts may be very self-absorbed, really believes in itself, and rejects the other vigorously. Maybe a bit of back and forth between them. And so we just let these two parts know that we're here with them. We're curious about them. And that we're not here to judge who is better or who is right. And you're likely to find that these parts, either part or both, are not going to give up their position easily. They believe they are right, and they are steadfast. And we just let them know that we understand that. We're not trying to change them. We're just understanding them and seeing them. And we can just let our part or parts just settle into who they are, whom they are, just being themselves. And you may find that you're just being with these parts is very disconcerting to them. You're realizing that they can't influence you. They can't persuade you that they are right, that they know better, that they're special. They may be upset about the fact that you don't offer them praise and adoration. You're just there with them, just appreciating what they're going through. And you can let them know that you understand their pain, that you're aware of their pain. And as you let them know that you appreciate their pain, you can let them know that you're sensing their needs for recognition, adoration, attention, praise. You can just let them know that you appreciate that those needs are so intense. They're huge. They're like huge holes that need to be filled in. You can let them know that you want to fill those holes in, want to fill those holes in with your unconditional love. And let them know that you appreciate their trying so hard to be successful. Perhaps you're noticing that with your attention, your loving attention on these needs, that the energy bound up in them is beginning to release, beginning to relax, beginning to feel okay. It's just not as intense as it was. As you're heaping acceptance and recognition and appreciation of their needs, you might just let those parts know that it's okay to accept reality, just as you are accepting them, the parts. It's okay to accept reality. Because when we accept reality, then we can deal with it. Then we can bring about the change that we need to make our life happier. And before we wrap up this session, let's just check in again with our part or our parts and see if there's anything else that they need at this time. Now, for maybe most of you, this process is not complete, but it's time for us to leave off. So we can let our parts know that we need to step away now, but we can promise to come back to them very soon. And sit with them and just be supportive of them. And now I'll invite you to bring your attention back into the room here, into our webinar space. And again, if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. Okay, well, seeing no comments appear, I guess we can wrap up. Again, a reminder that our webinar next month will be on May 14th, when managing karma is insufficient for healing. And for those of you who paid for this webinar, you can get a $25 discount on a 3-session program. If you sign up by April 30th, you have to sign up by emailing me. If you do it through the website, you won't get the discount. I have to give you a special code. Okay. Thank you for the comment. And person says, I feel freer and very relaxed. Very good. Very good. If any of you would care to email me just for fun, whatever characteristics you attended to in this webinar, and particularly in the group clearing session. I'd love to see what you have to say. Okay, everybody, it's been a really great delight to be with you tonight and to present this, and I hope it's been valuable. And I hope we'll have it up on YouTube in a couple of days, and I hope it's valuable to many, many more people through that medium. Okay, rest well, and we'll see you next month.